Movie buffs, welcome back to the Movie Bay. This is Date. In today's video, we are going to give a shout out and a 22 movie salute to Gene Hackman, RIP to Gene Hackman, a Hollywood legend, no doubt. Gene Hackman was discovered in his New Mexico home with his wife and his dog, deceased. So let's go ahead and pay our respects to Gene Hackman, and we're going to take a look at some films. RIP to Gene Hackman, a true Hollywood legend and trailblazer. Starting this off with, we're going to take a look at the Royal Tenenbaums. We got Gene Hackman, Danny DeVito, and Delroy Lindo in The Heist. We got Chris O'Donnell and Gene Hackman in The Chamber. This one was serious. I remember watching this one. This was pretty good right here. I ain't gonna hold you. All these are good movies. The Heist is probably a heist movie you never saw. Good movies. And the Royal Tenenbaums, this is a Criterion DVD. So if it's on Criterion, you already know what it's hitting on. We got another banger here. Class Action. You got Gene Hackman and Mary Elizabeth Mastranio. I know I butchered the name. And this is probably one of my favorite Hackman films. Not quite my favorite, but one of my favorites. We have Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman in Crimson Tide. An unforgettable movie. This is an unforgettable movie, period. This is a fantastic Denzel movie, Gene Hackman movie. Just a fantastic movie. Another unforgettable Gene Hackman movie or experience, if you would. We have Gene Hackman and Willem Dafoe in Mississippi Burning. It's hard to say with an actor like Gene Hackman which movie is his best. It's hard. It's really hard to say this is his #1 performance, because he got, to me, just about 90% of his performances to me are worthy of being called #1. We got another one here. This one is John Cusack, Gene Hackman, Dustin Hoffman, Runaway Jury. Gene Hackman and Will. He didn't have a really big role in this one, but Gene Hackman and Will Smith in Enemy of the State. Gene Hackman, Clint Eastwood, Morgan Freeman, Richard Harris, Unforgiven. Woo-wee. One of the best Western movies ever put to film. We got Barbara Hershey, Dennis Hopper, and Gene Hackman again in Hoosiers. Owen Wilson, Gene Hackman in Behind Enemy Lines. I always do these two together because you have to put these together. The story is not complete without, if you only watch the first one, the story is not complete. You'll see. The French Connection 1 and 2. And I always put these two together. This is actually, it's two movies, but this is one movie. You need part 2 to finish the story. It's not like it's a part 2 like, say, Beverly Hills Cop, where the second movie is a totally different story. Connected to the first one a little bit just by the cast, but the story is totally different. This one is a total connection of cast and story. One of the best car chases ever put to film. One of the best. We got another one here, The Conversation. Eastwood, Hackman, Harris, Ed Harris, Absolute Power. He was in, I do believe, I think he was in 1. No, he wasn't in 3. He was in 1, 2, and 4. Gene Hackman, the Superman movies. He was in 1, 2, and 4. I don't think he was in 3. 1, 2, and 4. 4 being, I'll just say it, because the first movie was just called Superman. 2 was called Superman 2. 3 was called Superman 3. But Superman 4 was called Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. It actually had a name. So he was in 1, 2, and 4. A Bridge Too Far with a star-studded cast. Oh, yeah. Now we did this one right here. Whew. This is a performance right here. Again, with Hackman, I can't say this is his best, but this is one of his best for sure. Sharon Stone, Hackman, Crowe, and DiCaprio. The Quick and the Dead. Wyatt Earp and The Firm. That's everything in my collection. There's 22 films starring Gene Hackman. I definitely try to collect Hackmans as I can find them. Now I'm going to be on the hunt for a few more. I would like to round out his filmography in my collection with at least 30. So I need about 8 more to feel comfortable. But these 22 are 22 Gene Hackman films that I actually enjoy watching, every last one of them. So that's The Firm, Wyatt Earp, The Quick and the Dead, A Bridge Too Far, Superman 1, 2, and 4, Absolute Power, The Conversation, The French Connection 1 and 2, Behind Enemy Lines, Hoosiers, Unforgiven, Enemy of the State, Runaway Jury, Mississippi Burning, Crimson Tide, Class Action, The Royal Tenenbaums, The Chamber, The Heist. R.I.P. to Gene Hackman. Rest in peace. A legend just gone. Again, I'm not going to say too soon. He was 95. Not too soon, but a legend gone nonetheless. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.